biggest change I would say is, obviously opportunity is different. David obviously getting hurt. You don't ever want to see that, but just like Coach Tank says, it happens in basketball, next man up. But I'd really just say, everyone learns and develops at their own pace. So in the beginning of the year, I was trying to do what the coaches asking me to do and stuff like that. And I guess now it's starting to click, and so now I'm starting to play a lot more because they see me doing a lot of stuff they want me to do. So it clicked for me now, so I'll say that.
He's shooting the ball, like, at this point, like you can. I mean, your makes, I don't think the net moved.
Nah, that was crazy. I even was like, wow, the net didn't move. I was a little impressed with myself a little bit, but yeah, I mean, I have ultimate confidence in my shot, and playing with guys like Keith and Keontae, you just get open shots because the defenses have to dial in on them. So I just got to do my part and knock down the shots.
Yeah.
No worries.
2 overtime games. What has been the message from the staff when you guys are going into the huddle? From regulation to OT.
It's to continue to keep going 1-0, 1-0 every possession. The guys have ultimate confidence in each other and in the coaching staff. And, in moments like that, we practice. We practice in here, fight the grind, which is 5 minutes left in the game. And that's why I feel like we're able to pull out tough wins. So just, whatever we practice, we pretty much do in the game, and it's starting to pay off. So
how do you feel like the execution has been in the last 5 minutes of regulation?
I feel like it's been good. We have a really good coaching staff who knows how to draw up X's and O's, and we do a good job of trusting in each other on the court. And, just whatever man is open or whatever man is hot, we try to get them the ball as much as possible. And in these last 2 games, it's just been showing. So,
Markquis, is there a moment when you either look back at the stats or even during the game where you kind of think to yourself, like, man, I'm on fire right now? Or when you hear, that nobody else has done that in 2 games span except for Trae Young and John Morant, is there a moment where you're like, holy crap?
Nah, I just try to stay in the moment. I try not to get too high, get too low. I try to focus on whatever it is that I need to focus on. So I never look at, my stats. I don't look at the scoreboard. I try not to look at the scoreboard. But, yeah, I just focus on, what's at task and try to stay in the moment, and, everything else will figure itself out.
Has there been a response from Harlem regarding your National Player of the Week honor?
It's been a lot of love, from everywhere. I appreciate the love. It's a blessing to see, what hard work and faith does. But, we got Oklahoma State next, and that's my focus.
For the both of you guys, aside from a basketball perspective, what's the biggest difference in the building and in the apartments being on the team this year in comparison to past seasons?
I'd say just for one, just to live in space, something they really emphasized was just having us live right here so that if we're not in class or anything, the gym is right here. We could walk right to the gym, and just being around each other in the same apartments, all of us together, and just always being able to come to the gym whenever we want, and having just have that walking distance is a dream come true, I would say.
Ish, I remember now. Coach said that really with your play the last couple games, you've kind of now, he said, told on yourself. Or set the bar higher. Do you feel like that's something that you can build off of now the last couple of games?
Nah, for sure. I remember after we just won at Texas, it was the first practice after the off day when we was preparing for Baylor, and we was warming up. Coach Tang was telling me, like basically what you were saying, that you showed what you could do. Now it's time to keep elevating and keep taking it to the next level, and that's what I'm trying to do, and what I hope to continue to do the rest of the season is just keep building on the last game as we keep going by.
And what do you see your role as now going forward?
Defensively, just being able to communicate, switch 1 through 5, help these guys with coverages and stuff like that. Last couple games, I've been taking some charges, so trying to get in there and take some charges. And offensively, spacing the floor, making it open for guys like Keith, Nay, Keontae, and then when the ball comes to me, able to make plays and make shots. So that's what I see myself doing.
So how do you summarize the road you've traveled from the last year?
Personally, for myself, you never know how things are gonna go, and you can never plan. You can always plan the best you can, but like people say, God has His own plan for you and His own plan for everybody. So for me, I just try and take it one day at a time and just try and find myself, what can I do to get better, and just keep having faith in myself, have faith in my teammates, have faith in my coaches that, if I do what I can control, then things will work out for the best. So that's just what I try and do.
But you're the only guy on this team who's seen last year Markquis and this year Markquis. How incredible was it to watch how much better he's been?
See, the thing is, you guys, of course, Keith's got a lot better, but Keith's been this to me. He been this player, so it's just situation and opportunity. So for me, it's like he's just doing what I know he could have been doing this whole time, and what he's shown he's done since I've known him. So, of course, he got a lot better, but nothing really. I can't say nothing surprises me, because there's sometimes in the game like, yo, that's impressive even for Keith. But I mean, it's amazing to see all of this to come true, especially where we come from, to see him on the national stage doing what he's doing, and it's still more levels he could take it to, which I know he will.
Do you feel like things go in slow motion for you right now, Keith?
Yeah, I feel like the game is more slower. I'm starting to see things at a slower pace, which is making the game easier. But we have a lot of threats on the floor, like Keontae, Ish, Naquan. So teams had to pick their poison with us, and I try to do the best I can to facilitate and get these guys open. And whenever I have my opportunities, I try to take them as much as possible.
Markquis, you were a leader on last year's team. I assume as someone who wasn't here, and you're obviously one this year. What's the biggest difference for you guys in terms of just culture-wise from what you've experienced in the past compared to this season?
K-State has a culture of just winning and playing tough. And when Coach Tang came in here, he tried to implement a winning mindset. He tried to implement going 1-0 each and every day. And since the summertime, that's been our motto, and it's been like that ever since. And the guys are starting to see the production from going 1-0 and everything you're doing. And y'all just starting to see it now. But we have new levels and new altitudes that we could go. I feel like we are just starting to get to show y'all, but we have a lot of things that we need to accomplish and will accomplish.
What were your thoughts about finally getting ranked?
It's funny because I don't think we had a good reaction, but it wasn't like we are done. Like, we wanted to keep going. We want this to keep going. Like, being ranked doesn't really do much but do stuff for the fans. For us, it's about winning the Big 12 championship. It's about getting to the national tournament, the NCAA tournament, and it's about winning that. So being ranked is cool and everything, but we want to take this to new levels.
Is it kind of a validation, though, that what you guys are doing is going in the right direction?
Yeah, definitely. What we're doing is definitely going in the right direction, but yeah, we're not satisfied.
Markquis, what's the challenge of kind of avoiding a trap game here tomorrow? You get the ranking, and you guys are kind of done surprising people, right? Everybody knows that you guys are this good now, and it doesn't matter if you lose tomorrow, right?
We know that now. Coach talked about it in film yesterday that we're gonna get teams, best shot, and we have that target on our back because we are not surprising anybody anymore. But yeah, if we continue to keep getting better and continue to keep focusing on the details and stuff, we should be fine. It's when you get complacent and when you get satisfied, that's when things start to crumble down. So I just want our team to stay focused and not get too high on being ranked, because 2 weeks from now you have 2 losses. You don't know what can happen. So
You two guys have both been here for the construction of this team, if you will. How involved were you guys in the process of trying to help bring in dudes, as Coach Tang says?
In the beginning, we were at all the visits. They're asking us what we think of guys, who we have in mind that we think could come in and help us. So we were very involved, because obviously 2 people, you get to build a whole new team. So I would say we were definitely really hands-on with that process, for sure.
And definitely to add on to what Ish said, we knew that we wanted good players to come into K-State, and you know, the coaches could do but so much. It's the players that really impact, you know, the team, and we play the game. So me and Ish knew that if we contact, you know, players ourselves, it'll be a different perspective and a different, you know, feeling to it. So we try to contact as much and as many people as we can. We even looked through the portal website and started writing, you know, bigs and wings and you name it, man. We was a part of that process, and it's just so good to see, you know, what it's becoming.
Most of the guys on this team were strangers, 6-8 months ago. How important is I saw you guys did like the laser tag, stuff like that. How important is that team bonding type of stuff to make sure that you guys kind of build those relationships?
I mean, I'll say it's everything, because, you know, it's one thing to, if you could trust someone off the court and truly, you know, you live with this person and you around them all the time, you know, on the court that they have your back and you could trust them, and you know they're going to make the winning play that you need. And you know that, like, for me and Keith, I know if I yell at Keith or Keith yell at me, it's not nothing personal. It's just for the betterment of the team. And we feel like everybody on this team has that role where if they come at one person or another, you just accept it and move on, because, you know, we all love each other and we're all brothers at the end of the day.
Keith, I'm just curious, and I don't expect this answer to be yes, but have you heard from any of your former teammates from last year about what's going on?
Not really. I heard from you guys like Davion, Mike, Mark, Smith. I heard from like those three the most, but other than that, no, not really.
Markquis, looked like you guys dominated Baylor when they went zone. You guys prepared to see some jump defenses with as good as you guys have been offensively?
Yeah, I think teams will start doing things differently, start, you know, playing zone and start, you know, Baylor ran a triangle and two, which was new, but we worked on it the practice before, so we kind of knew what to expect. But I would expect more zone, more pressing, more stuff like that. But
did you learn how to be a leader from Mike last year?
No, sir. I learned it from just growing up in New York. I always been a leader in my own way. That's just who I was, you know, from the beginning. So.
Is there an irony in you being the most recent player since Trae Young to have 30 and 10, and that's someone that the staff made you watch a lot of film of?
Yeah, man. Shout out to Coach Perry. He's been big on my improvement. A lot of times we watch film together, and we just talk, you know, the game of basketball. And to see that, you know, myself and Trae Young are the only two people to do the things that we've been doing is just a compliment to who he is as a coach. He's a great, you know, coach. I spend most of my time with him, and yeah.
How do you guys anticipate the excitement of sold-out crowd on your home court tomorrow night?
I mean, it should be amazing. We love the fans. The fans, you know, bring a whole different experience to the games when they're able to, you know, sell out crowds, and for us to have that as a home arena, home court advantage is going to be amazing. So we just got to take care of our job and get the win for them so they could come out to more games.
Definitely. Anything else for these guys?
Just one more. When you guys get full court pressure, how much emphasis is there to get in transition and get an immediate basket and not just get into half court?
That's what Coach try to talk about the most. Like when teams try to press us, we have guys that could do, you know, virtually anything. So whenever teams try to press us, we try to get the ball up the court fast and try to get easy dunks and layups. So.